morning, campers! Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program version 1.0. Today we are actually in version 1.0.4, and there's been a couple of small upgrades, mostly to aerodynamics and heat simulation, which hopefully will not impact us in any way. I'm sure I will learn them the hard way soon enough. So just catching up on everything I've been up to from the live stream. We got out to the polls, we got some money, did a couple of tourist contracts as well, so whoa, man, that loading in is brutal. And upgrading the VAB gives me extra parts. That's the one I need. 225,000. We're really close. So let's just keep... Oh, no, I didn't want to go in there. I'm sorry, forgive me. The VAB. Alright, so let's pick up some more contracts. I think those tourists might be the way to go, now that I know that I can do those. Alright, so tourists. Let's do the two that want suborbital flight. No, that's the two that wanted suborbital. Alright, so we're going to take that one. And that's the only one we can do. Alright, so let's... What is this one? Right. Y'all keep imagining that. Let's hit back into the VAB. And from here we will be going in fast forward as past me continues building, and future me, who is sitting here Monday night editing this together, can tell you what I'm doing. So I've started with an older design, and we're just going to pop off everything below the capsule, put a drone control unit on top, a Stay Putnik. I love that name for it, and we're going to put an extra cockpit on the bottom. We don't need to really over-engineer this one too much. We just want a good booster that'll get it up to space and then let it drop back down. And we're going to put landing legs on it because I am nothing if not optimistic. Yeah, let's try that. Thunderbolt P for passenger. Alright, so let's make sure we've got the right Kerbals. Out, Bill. Samly and Sinise, you two are in. Best of luck to you. Things have not gone perfectly smooth so far. Ignore the empty spot in my astronaut roster. Save. Launch. Let's see how this goes. I am extremely optimistic, which is probably bad. We'll see. Alright, let's... Right, no SAS module. Alright then, I've got... Yeah, this'll work. Let's go... Let's do 2/3 throttle, and then we'll throttle up or down as needed. 3, 2, 1, launch. Let's throttle back. And I am nice enough that I'm not going to make you watch that entire thing in real time. So we fast-forwarded it a bit in post-production here. Booster jettison went perfectly. We kept accelerating in about a solid 1G into the upper atmosphere. Everything went pretty much perfectly on the ascent. A little tough to control without the SAS module, but, you know, not bad. We burned through a lot of fuel. I actually had more than I really needed, but, you know, that's okay. Having some extra fuel on this sort of thing is not bad. We'll be able to use that on re-entry to slow us down a bit. So, anyway, back to past me. Pretty proud of that. Alright, so we're about to get our little indicator up here that we have successfully gotten them in suborbital. Success. Oh, we get money for that. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, now start falling again. Doot, doot, doot. I think that went well, actually. So yeah, the rocket definitely started turning over, so I jettisoned us off of that as quickly as possible. And we are subsonic, firing the chutes. Firing the chutes. Woo! Ah. Oh, something's hitting nearby. Those were definite explosions. Where's the Space Center? Okay, we're 12 kilometers away from the Space Center. Not bad. Let's go ahead and get the legs out just to cushion our impact here. Alright, there we go. Ground rushing up to meet us. Don't explode. Didn't explode. We're fine. Everything is fine. That was perfect. Let's recover the vessel. I would have liked to have gotten the main rocket back in one piece as well, but you know, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's check on contracts again. Got more tourist contracts. Suborbital. That one wants to orbit. That one wants to orbit. It's going to be a problem. Going to be a problem. Alright, is there anything else I can do? Explore the moon. Achieve orbit around the moon. What is my active contract? Fly by the moon. Explore the moon. Achieve orbit. That's... Oh, it gives me 75,000. That's more than enough. That is so much more than enough. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that's put us in vehicle assembly building upgrade range. Let's upgrade that. Oh no! Oh, we're gonna have to take down Jeb's flag before we can upgrade. So I'm so sorry, Jeb, but progress is more important than your memory. Upgrade time. Woo! Woo! That is a cool looking building. Alright, what do we have now? We've got bigger doors. Definitely bigger doors. That's the important part. And that's pretty much it. And like little hangars. Hangars are cool. I like hangars. Let's see. That's... Ooh. That looks rather useful. What do I have here? So I've got some bigger fuel tanks already. So actually these are a great idea. Do I have... Yes, I do. Okay, so this is the obvious one. This is the really obvious one. Let's do that. Alright, so now, next best thing would probably be... Yeah, this will give me some neat things. That makes... I've got a really basic moon design that I can do with that pretty much works every time. So that's cool. Alright, we'll grab that later. Let's send people to the moon. Moon. And future me here again, we are fast forwarding through the construction phase, because why watch it in real time when you can watch it in like 4 times, 8 times? I don't know. Much faster. Much faster. We're souping up the upper stage. Going to be putting one of the long fuel tanks on that with the little LV909, which is the best engine in the game, easily. We can do pretty much everything. And then we're also going to stick that on top of our nice new big parts at the bottom. I didn't have quite as much faith in this booster as I maybe should have, since we've only got the skipper engine now. So we're also going to add some liquid fuel boosters onto the side. You can also see, just in case, I added some fins to the upper stage. Small fins, because I didn't want them to overpower the ones at the bottom, but fins nonetheless. Wanted to make sure that we'd still have some control and stability if we had to jettison that stage in the atmosphere. But we're going to add some liquid fuel boosters onto the side here. Designing just one. This is kind of a little tricky to do. You just do one booster at a time. Once you finish that booster, you can pick it up by the part that attaches it to the rest, and then reattach it with symmetry activated. And that'll give you the number of copies of the booster that you want. So we'll do 3 copies, 3 times symmetry. Very nice. Yeah, let's try it and see what happens. This will be the Thunderbolt. No, this isn't really a Thunderbolt anymore, is it? Let's do this as the Thunder Punch. Oh god, these are all going to be Pokemon moves, aren't they? Thunder Punch 1. Alright. Save. Let's make sure we've got Valentina. Ah, that could have been bad. Val, I need you. Sorry, Bob. Next time, Bob. Next time. some point soon, we will have a multi-crew capsule, and then Bob and Bill can ride to their heart's content with Valve driving. Val gets to drive every time. Alright, so we only need to fly past the moon to get enough money to do this again, which is the important thing. Alright, and ready to launch in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, crap. Let's activate engine. Note to self, check staging before launch. That burned off a good chunk of fuel on accident. Mostly on accident. Good start. Great start. I'm amazed that those 3 engines had enough force to actually lift this thing off the pad for a moment there. That was pretty impressive. I should have been turning already, but I've been watching. Woo! Got a bit of a... Ah! Why is it doing this? No! Alright. Come on, bring it around, bring it around, bring it around. Yes, 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 yes. Z. Go, 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 go. And we've recovered quite nicely, so I'm fast-forwarding again. This is future me talking, and you can see we're still a bit shallow on our trajectory, so you're going to see some heating effects here because you're still pretty deep in the atmosphere. But it looks like we are going to make orbit, and past me will take over again once we are out of the atmosphere. Alright, so yeah, we're going to the moon still. We are definitely still going to the moon. I don't have maneuver nodes yet? Ah, I thought that would... Alright, I guess I need tracking station upgrades then. It's okay, it's okay. We're fine, everything's fine. Let's just hope I can get into orbit on what I got left in this main tank. And then we can definitely go out past the moon with what we've got in the upper stage. I've actually probably seriously over-engineered this, thinking about it now. Alright, 91 by 108. Not bad. Our inclination is horrific, but I think we'll manage. Especially if we can get lucky on the moon intercept. Are we going to get lucky? Oh, I think we might. I think we might. Oh, but right, I don't have... Oh. Oh. Let's turn SAS back on, and Z, start the engine. I have been watching too much Canadian stuff. That is the Z key, not Z. 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 Okay, let's ditch that stage. Note to self, check staging before launching anything. A little bit of orbital debris. That'll be fine. Nothing's gonna hit that. It's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna build a station in about 30 episodes, and it's gonna get taken out by that. Almost guarantee it. Though it's, you know, that's a nice expensive chunk of stuff we can maybe bring back someday. For free money. At some point. Just in case. Never know. Okay, let's see if we can get a moon intercept here. I've got my finger on X ready to stop it as soon as I see something. Whoop. That's not terrible. Okay, maybe a little terrible. Let's try and adjust that. Let's see what do we get in here. Yeah, let's go back the other way. We're gonna want... No, don't overdo it, don't overdo it. Sorry, I know, I'm sorry. Alright. Can we do... that? Yes, that looks much more intriguing. How much fuel do I have? All of it? Alright, so... not gonna be a problem getting into orbit or coming back. So let's let's totally go for everything but a landing, I think, is what we want to do. Space. Alright, so orbit, science from space, and return. I think we can handle that. It's not going to be exactly equatorial, but it's a whole heck of a lot closer than I was. Oh, and also now I'm going to crash into the ground. So we need to go slightly. Alright, of course, let's... Alright. Let's get my feet underneath me. What am I doing? Alright, I am flying straight towards the moon. And... north is up. Okay, I need to go east. This is the direction I need to go. There we are. My radial, I think that is. I'm gonna do, let's say, yeah, 12,000 seems good. 15. There we go. Let's do science, now that we are here. And because science is a lengthy process, I'm fast-forwarding this, and future me is here to keep you company. So what we're doing, we're saving the Science Junior for low moon orbit, because it's worth more there, and we've only got the one. But we have enough goo, and you can reuse the thermometer, so we're doing all those experiments. We're also getting the EVA report. You can only do one in high moon orbit, but once we get lower, there's going to be a whole lot more of those we can do over different biomes. We're going to stow everything in the capsule. It's very important to do that just in case you lose it. If you damage the booster or something, you only want to have to pick up the capsule and not have to go worry about chasing the science around. Anyway, we have reached the low moon area, and I'm sending you back to past me for our orbit maneuver. That brings us 22 seconds in. Alright, so this is going to be probably about a 30-second burn maybe, so let's do 3, 2, 1, and go. Even less than 30. I do have a ton of fuel. Oh, wow, that's pretty much perfect. Okay. Alright, so we are in orbit above the moon. And we've got lots of money now, suddenly. Ding, ding. Alright, so that's all of the super science we get out of that. It's us. Log the temperature. Sweet. And let's get a crew report while we're here. Yes. Space near the moon. No, I'm not landing. No, Val. No. You're not landing. Not today, at least. Alright. Probably got enough fuel to land, honestly, but you don't have any landing legs, so that would go badly. It would go very badly. I didn't put a heat shield. Yes, I did. Okay, heat shield's up here. Right. Right. I'm paying attention. Let's take data. Do an EVA report over the Highlands. Wonderful. Let's stow the data. Can I grab the temperature reading from here? Yes, I can. Anyway, past me is going to go on EVA and collect all the data stored in the pod, and then also fast forward around the moon and repeat some of the experiments that we can repeat anyway, over different biomes. So we get a lot of science on this mission, tons and tons of it. So things that we might be able to do with the science, there is a limit on how much you can get without upgrading, but it will let us unlock a whole lot of bigger parts. It'll let us start really cranking in the money. But you can see we're fast forwarding here, picking up science over some of the other biomes. So the things to look out for on the moon: large craters in especially the really huge ones are usually their own unique biome, and there's also biomes between the craters that you can get. We're going to get a canyons biome here as well, which is, well, as it would probably be expected. It's a canyon. Another thing to keep an eye out for is there are also kind of in-between sized craters, which don't have unique biomes, but they're usually a distinct biome from the land around them. But you only need to fly over one of those per biome. So like there's Highlands craters and Lowlands craters. Anyway, back to past me for our return home. Alright, Val, hold prograde. It's all up to you. Go for it. Yeah, 34. 34 will be good. We don't want to completely ruin our first pass back at Kerbal. Alright. I've still got half my fuel left. I could... Alright, the responsible thing to do would be to bleed off a good chunk of orbital velocity before we get back to Kerbal. So I think above the atmosphere I'm going to burn this engine before I ditch this stage and just try and eke out what extra Delta V I can get. Alright, so now we're on just a basic Kerbal orbit re-entry. We still got fuel left, so that was extremely impressive as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and land. We've actually got quite a lot of power left. Let's see if Val can't hold it retrograde through re-entry. And maybe we can bring back a lot more parts and keep a bit more money. Oh, why should I risk that? It's just going to spin around and point nose down the second I start hitting serious re-entry effects. So I should just detach the service module as soon as I notice it. That's the responsible thing to do. But I'm cheap, not responsible. No. I am responsible. I'm going to be responsible. I'm not letting Valentina die. Not today, anyway. Tomorrow might be different. But tonight Valentina lives. Val seems to be enjoying it at least. So I heard there's a thing on this. Safe to deploy. Unsafe. Really? Really? Alright, finally dropping. Still supersonic, but not by much. And... there we are, subsonic. Why is it unsafe to deploy the chute? It is totally safe to deploy right now. Risky. Safe. Okay. Interesting. So that one wants you to hold on to like 250 meters per second. That's extreme. That's okay though. I'll believe it. I will believe it. I trust the devs with that one. The old rule of thumb was as soon as you're subsonic. Ah! Well, I'm afraid it's this time again. Time to erect yet another memorial flag. This one, I'm afraid, a little more permanent than in my previous save files, because 1.0 ain't going anywhere. At least not until they upgrade to Unity. Okay, so maybe not super permanent, but still, in order to defeat the little had to delete Jebediah's first flag, I've put these on the astronaut complex ground since I've fully upgraded that building already. So Val died in a tragic litho-breaking incident. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. Might as well.